for the eye, the all-seeing eye. We are here together once again, and we are going to go through some of the picks for this week for football. It should be interesting. We're also going to do some shout outs and connect with old friends with any luck. We are currently on 5 platforms: Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, and last but not least, YouTube. And it's all being connected through Restream. All right. Good afternoon to Noble Ron. Thank you so much for your support. Here, let's put this up on the screen. All right, there we go. You can have a look at it here. And let's see if we can get this. Let's try this. Let's see how this works. That works pretty good. There we go. We're good. We're good. This will work. All right, so we have Gratitude Unleashed today with Maria. And I believe is it 6 o'clock? I think it's 6 o'clock every day. So thank you for your support. Donika, thank you so much for your support here on Thankful Thursday. And I like this posting here. Thankful and grateful. Great quotes on Twitter. As the song of life plays out of my being, like a sonata unfolding note by note, what is its meaning? Its meaning is in the playing. Just this. That's a little deep. Invite God into your life because when He enters, miracles happen. Oh, I don't know if I know this. Wow, 684,000 followers. That's impressive, and I am following him. May you attract someone whose love language is treating you right. And that's the Wise Connector. I think I met him once, some time ago. Let's flip it like this. You know what I may want to do? Can I do it on the fly, though? Will it let you do it on the fly? No. So once you've made your decision to be in landscape, you're in landscape. But you do have the option, though, to have it fit into your cell phone, which is awesome. Let's have a look here at the chat. Okay, when the music is going good. I wonder if I can get rid of that. Let's hit that. And that's gone. Good. Right now we are testing Instagram. Oh, there he is. He's alive with one hand in the air. You not feeling well, buddy?
I'm good.
Okay. How's life?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
we can see you. We see you.
I'm just waking up from a nap, Michael. I had a really good nap going here, so I just
did you what were you dreaming?
I don't dream on naps. I'm very restful on my naps.
Okay. I dream all the time.
No, but yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just got your messages. It's like, oh, okay, he's going to come up and stuff because I figure you were busy and I didn't see this morning. And we're on about you were on last week about this time for Thursday, so it's a good time. So
well, I also went on at 7, and we got Tony D. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there's so much going on in the NFL right now, man. It is a stressful time if you're a football player.
It's exciting. It's exciting. That's football and stuff like that. It is like we had some good games last week, and I expect that this week is going to be different because we got games Saturday, and as far as that goes, there's 3 games, and they're going to be on the NFL Network, so I'll be able to watch those.
Oh, good. Do you have the games in front of you?
Oh yeah, I got the thing right here. I saw. I'm looking at.
Let's start.
Yeah, yep. That's.
So who did you choose for tonight? Tonight's Thursday for those.
I think I picked the Chargers. So you're on board with the Chargers also. I saw there from your message.
Now, why did you choose the Chargers? Because the Chargers
the Las
are
Vegas,
an absolute mess.
You know, they say that now. I realize their quarterback is there a quarterback got an issue? Is he injured or something?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he hurt one of his fingers and had to go into surgery.
God, should I change my pick now that you said that? I'm just thinking.
Well, you can.
Yeah, I know.
But
you know
also,
what?
You also know. They are playing. Who are they playing? Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're playing in Las Vegas, so they're Las Vegas is the home team.
Yeah, so okay, but they didn't score the last time they were out.
Who's that? Las Vegas?
Yeah, they didn't score anything.
Well, that was Minnesota. I heard.
Did you see that game?
No, I did, but I saw your take, and it's just sometimes you have a fluke football game like that it goes to the very end, and as far as that goes,
I thought about you last week nonstop.
Yeah, I wonder why.
The Giants.
All New York teams won last week. It was a great. You know, this will be interesting.
Men kissing men in the stands.
Well, that's the Italian. You know, that's the Italian. You know, that's the Italians. And we went and had submarine sandwiches yesterday for lunch, and the local pizzeria here that I go to that I love. I always talk about Mario's. I know the family. The family they've been there since the early '70s, and you take a slice of their pizza, you feel like you're right there walking the streets of New York, the city. And but they had a special pizza they had the Tony DeVito pizza. I saw it on the menu special. 2 slices of Tony DeVito pizza for. I mean, a really good
not related to Danny DeVito.
No relation. No. But his that. Oh, hang on for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, that's me. Hang on, I got the radio on here. Let me.
That's what I thought. I was hearing something slightly.
I thought, yeah, that's the county radio and stuff like that for the fire and police. But yeah.
How does someone set something up like that? I'm just curious. Like, do you just buy a scanner?
I have it. I'm actually charging I got this. This is a Bofang. It's actually a ham radio, so I cannot transmit on this because I don't have a ham radio. But you can use this as a receiver.
Say that again. Did you say a Bofang? What did you just?
BAOFENG. It's $18. You can program. I've been doing a lot of research on this, and
$18, and you get to hear. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, this is the low end, but you know what? This is the first item I bought with Bitcoin.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I got Bitcoin, and I changed it into a gift certificate, and I ended up buying this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And where'd you buy it?
Off of Amazon. It's this is the cheapest one. It was $18 because they've got this is the Bofang UR5 or UV5R, and now they've got the UV17. That's an updated version.
So what do you suggest if someone is new to the hobby and wants to, let's say you have up to $100 to spend. You can get something way better.
First of all, you want to look at a lot of YouTubes to understand because
you need an antenna, don't you?
There is an antenna on it, right here.
Okay.
That's my next.
Yeah.
My
next.
You know
what I'm talking about, though. The crazy guys that have the room and they've got.
Yeah, that's high end. That's my grandfather used to do that crap.
And then you can get stuff all over the world.
This
right?
This is not going to be worldwide, but they have these things.
Local.
It'll be local. I can get the police department and the fire department, but you can buy a regular scanner. But I was surprised at this price. I was to say, okay, if it doesn't work for $18, I'm not going to. But this thing is a really nice radio. The big major thing is you do not want to transmit on this if you do not have a short
license.
A license. You have to have a license.
How does someone get a license? I'm so glad this is about football.
I'll just we sidetracked there. You can get online. There you got shortwave, and then there's something called I don't understand it. It's a GMR license, which is but this isn't GMR rated. I guess it's a certain frequencies and stuff like that. So there's a lot to it and stuff. But if you just want to listen to radio and stuff like that, you can listen to Tioga Radio, the channels down here online. That's what I'm doing.
We are currently right now, buddy, for the first time ever on Instagram live.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you work that? How did you work that? Because you had trouble with that.
Several steps, but I got it going today. Yeah. So
you figured out the workflow.
Yeah. And you can do it through OBS. You can also do it through Restream. It's just several steps. Yeah. And I guess the keys change a lot. So I don't. So I don't know. So there is a few steps, but
just the streaming key. Yeah.
Just to be on there, I know that a lot of my younger friends that I know from work will watch this and go, "What the heck are they talking about?"
We talk about everything here, folks.
And I go, but like, what? It's football. It's spiritual. I think the title was NFL Picks and Spiritual Tips. I think that's what but we also put in ham. What is it? Ham radio or ham?
Shortwave. But
shortwave.
Is this? Are you talking about the title for this broadcast here, Michael?
Well, what you're seeing there is not going to be what it's on Instagram.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay,
see, and that's the thing with Instagram. You have to put the title in yourself.
Oh, okay.
So you have to put the title in. There's a bunch of steps.
Yeah.
But now that I have the key in, I'm wondering if it's going to let me keep using the key. But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to go through the steps. And the steps are about...
See, that's similar to... Rumble. No, Rumble. You have to each time you have to put. I don't know if they I haven't broadcast on Rumble in a long time, but you have to put in the stream key each time you broadcast and stuff like that. So it's similar. I'm trying to bring up.
I've never broadcasted on Rumble, so I'll have to do that too.
Yeah.
In the new year, soon to be on Rumble.
Yeah, there's another place and stuff like that as far as you can broadcast on. That's as popular, if not almost as popular as YouTube. If you look at all the content that's over there and stuff. But what you were hearing earlier was on this little thing. This is an old iPod Touch, and there's an app on there that when this is on the Wi-Fi, I can get it through an app.
Okay, and what are you doing? Is it also a radio, a scanner?
It goes through the app and it gets the radio frequencies via the internet. And there's
so cool. What's the app called?
This particular, it's called 5-0-radio, but there's something even better here, Michael. I'm going to hook you up. It's called Radio Reference.com.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you just go to database, and then on the database, you can listen to any radio police station in the United States off of it.
That's crazy.
It's called
Radio. That's cool.
It's called.
Do you remember when we were little, way back in time, and we had just our radio, and you would point your aerial or your radio in a certain direction, and you might get, guess what? You might get a station.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You might get a station across it, and then you go, "Oh, this is a good song," and then it go.
Yep.
And then you move it a bit, and it would come back in. Then there'd be two stations at once, and oh god, not anymore.
If you look in the private chat there, Michael, I put the link to that radio.
I saw that.
Thank you. That's real interesting, and you could you don't have to sign up or anything on the page. You go to what? Here, let me turn this thing off here first. I gotta turn this off. It's distracting me.
I can see it. You know what they're saying? Go on Instagram, go over to his house, seize the place now.
No, but on the radio reference, you go to on the top bar, it says database, and then on database, when you click that, you click down to RR database, and then you go to browse, and then from browse, it'll show you a map of the United States, and you click on any one of those, like New York State. It'll give you it'll go down to the counties, and if you go down to Tioga County or any one of those, You click on it, it'll give you the frequency. No, that's not it. What the hell is that? That gives you the frequencies that you can plug in. Where's the
that's interesting though. So listen, let's get to the football.
Yeah. Let's get back to football. We're getting sidetracked here. So
where did he go? Where did he go? Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Shiny
but I
ball.
do.
Shiny ball.
So you're not going to take the LA Chargers then?
No, I still am.
Oh, you are going to take the Chargers.
I have a feeling.
Well, see, I like the Chargers over the because Las Vegas. I'm thinking Minnesota beat them, even though I don't know if I agree with your comment that neither one should have won. I don't know if you could really have that. Well, yeah, you could. It would have been a tie. But did they go to overtime in that game?
You're thinking about the Ravens.
Oh, you were referencing the Ravens.
The Ravens went to overtime.
Oh
remember?
No, but they were. That was a butt.
And the Titans. That was an amazing game.
They were button heads. Oh my god!
But when they got into overtime, they were spent. They were done. They were making so many mistakes. Nobody could get a first down. And then from a second tier, punt returner. Took it all the way back for 97 yards.
Why do you say second tier? He's a primary guy on the special teams.
No, he's not. He's second tier.
Is he?
Yeah, because the other guy was injured.
But even a second tier would really the guy would probably outrun us both, even if he gave us half.
Oh no, I get that, but he was probably fresh.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He's not beat up.
Yeah.
He hasn't
done that was a bloodbath, that game. I was watching that game. That was the one game I was watching. I was watching that more than the
it was one of the best games I've seen.
Or no, you know what? I was bouncing back on because the Jets were on that time.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Pena. Hello.
Pena.
Haven't seen him in a while. Hope you're doing fine there, Steve.
Love the shirt. You have to come on sometime, sir. We would love to have you here.
Yeah.
We could send you the link.
You used to do a lot of.
Are you available now? He says hi, Reg. How's it going? Yeah, it's going good. It's going good.
You and him used to do a lot of broadcasts there together on Haps there.
I used to join his sometimes when he'd be running to the bus. He'd be at the bar he was working at. He broadcasted from everywhere. It was wild back in the day.
So Pena, you got to get your butt going and broadcast up on using Restream, buddy.
And it's free. And have a beer in the afternoon and a nap.
There you go. Yeah. Just broadcast it to get it to a Twitch account and all that.
Yeah. So what do you think's going on with the Lions? I
don't know. They lost last week, didn't they? Or did they win?
They did. Yeah. So many people believe they're going to come back this week. Who do they play this week?
Lions. Okay. Let's see. What do I got on the list here? I got the list right here. Lions play. Who do they play? Where are they? There's Philly. There's San Francisco. I didn't pick them. That's why. I got my teams highlighted here. Let's see, Chicago. Oh, they play Denver. That's why. I like Denver better.
Yeah.
Detroit. Detroit could win that game though. They have the capability to win that game. But let me get back here. I'm gonna stick with the Chargers. I'm gonna stick with my first pick.
Me too.
Okay.
But it makes no sense. But it feels good. Sometimes you have to go with your gut instinct.
Yeah. I don't like change because I made these and then I sent out the DMs this morning after I made the picks. Actually I did the picks. It was right after lunch. I did a Spaces.
Yeah.
I did a Twitter Space. I was playing around with that as far as that goes.
Did you know that the MVP has never been won by a Dallas Cowboy?
No, Roger Staubach or one of those guys. No, are you serious?
Yeah, I heard a show today about it. They've never won. This is the closest they've ever been with Dak.
Dak? Oh wow!
Dak is maybe going to be the MVP. Now, I don't think they have the staying power to win. Do you think they can take it all?
Dallas, they keep playing the way they're playing. They're playing like San Francisco and stuff like that. That's going to be another game this weekend. We're going to be doing the pick on that one. That's going to be the game of the week right there. And as far as that goes, but let's see. Pena says they haven't won this many games since '67. Detroit is way overdue.
Yes.
I'm always rooting for them. Yeah, but you can say that about Denver too. Well, Denver they're coming on the back. Yeah.
Denver's won a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Now, the other one I want to briefly talk about, if we can, Kansas City is emotionally becoming Buffalo.
I think
they're coming a little unhinged. We have coaches blaming the referees. It was clearly offside. Come on. Clearly.
A picture is 1,000 words, Michael, if you've seen it. And even Andy Reid, he backtracked Monday. And then Mahomes, the only thing about Mahomes that I don't like, he says, I probably shouldn't have done what I did. He does regret what he said to Josh Allen, which I thought.
Yeah, he felt bad.
Well, if you heard the audio on him talking to Josh Allen.
What did he say?
He just said, that's it. This is his quote. Worst effing call ever. That's the first thing he said to Josh Allen. And that right there, that's crybaby-ish. You're supposed to be a top-notch quarterback. I think he's come back. I lost a little respect for the guy because it's sort of, I don't know, is that opening the window of how he is? And
I think he's stressed.
Well, the thing is,
and there's a guy that looks a lot like you, very similar. I think his name's Rich, and he's a fireman.
No.
And I had said to him, they're a mess. They have no offensive weapons at all. They have like fourth tier receivers. Yeah. It's a mess. Well, now everybody is saying that.
Yeah.
And Kelsey is, going to be probably married to a millionaire. I think her name is Taylor Swift. And
did you see the picture he put up about he put a picture of him kissing her and stuff like
why
that?
Not?
He says he's going to get in trouble, but no, why not? Yeah, they're a good couple, so I'm leaving them alone. I just they're making too much.
They look good together. I think they are. I think
they're genuine because the first time we saw her up in the booth with his mother and stuff like that, you saw there was a connection.
But they had been dating a while.
Yeah.
Before that first game.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like this was just this random act that unfolded, and then she admitted in an interview and went, "There's no way I would do suicide and go on a date with someone I barely knew. There's no way." She said that could be the end of me. For those who don't know who you are, and they don't know why you have a flying owl.
That's the blab owl.
Yeah, we if we could take a moment and explain that to them.
Yeah,
just for a moment.
Okay, I'm Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich over there on all those fine social media networks, on X/Twitter, over on Twitch. This blab, this owl is the icon from Blab, which goes back to almost 15 years ago, and I broadcast on there. It was sort of similar to the program that me and Michael were previously on, but it was a lot better, I think, in the fact that it was just the first time they were doing the 4-pitcher concept. And I put that up as a reminder of that platform that I had so much fun on. And then this one right here, this is from Haps, where I thought was I had fun there. I met Michael there. That's a great takeaway from Haps. I had my ups and downs with Haps, but the overall bottom line was that I met this gentleman here along with a whole host of others, Steve Pena, Tony D, a lot of great people that I'm still in. Ted Hicks. They're just a whole host of people.
A lady that had a pulsating rose.
Oh, no. That's on the dark side, man. It's like, whoa, no.
Take a walk on the dark side.
But you know who I watched? He's on every night, and he's been on. And I caught it last Wednesday. I caught the tail end there. Rick Costa. He has a great show. Oh my God. It's just like I know he's very passionate about his Jesus and all that, and I believe in the man upstairs, as I call him, and stuff like that. But I had fun. I have fun sitting in listening to him talk about it and stuff.
He's passionate about
it,
and
he doesn't push it. That's the thing I like about it. He's passionate about it, and he understands. He can understand, and he can. I don't.
He's a nice soul.
He is. He's a great guy. He is a great guy.
But does he talk about radio stuff? That's what I want to know.
No, I'm just a bonehead. But I've been on this for a while, and I really enjoy doing this because it's similar to this shortwave stuff that I was talking about. That I don't want to make sure I don't push that button. And my grandfather, growing up, had shortwave radio, and he was talking all around the world. Back in the 60s, I would visit my grandparents down in Brooklyn. And this broadcasting right here, to be able to just jump on, talk to Michael, he's up in Canada, I'm down here in New York State, in the United States. That's fantastic. It just we think there's too many people that take for granted of that. And it's just, and this is being recorded for posterity. Years down the line, they're going to be cracking open what's this thing on the internet? Who are these knuckleheads that are talking to each other? And so,
what's nice is some of the stuff that you and I do will be seen by my grandchildren someday.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm dead and gone, I went, he really was out there.
Yep.
He's talking to some man with an owl about radios.
Just the way we communicate and stuff like that. But let's get back. We got to get focused here.
Where are we? Okay. You were talking about the man upstairs. This guy is praising the man upstairs. Do you see up in the corner there?
What's that?
Right here. Look on your screen.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So, Rick, that's for you.
Yeah, that's for Rick. Rick, Rick is a great guy.
That is the proper way to use one finger.
So I got to give him a plug. I'm trying to. I think he's on every night at 6:00, and he's been doing it from when I could see. He's been doing that consistent 8 years.
8 years.
That's phenomenal. That's huge as far as sustainability and continuity of doing it every single. And then he has some life challenges there too, because he's taking care of his mother, and I've got firsthand knowledge of doing that when my mother was still alive years back and stuff like that.
Okay, well, good for you. So you have some common threads.
Well, yeah. Let's get back to the football here. I'm going to keep my pick with you. The next pick, Michael, Minnesota and Cincinnati.
I'm thinking Cincinnati just because of how well they're playing right now.
Okay. And I picked Minnesota.
And why?
First and foremost, Minnesota's my birth state, even though and I was raised here in New York, and I do like the Vikings. It's a preference that I think they can. I don't think Hobbs is going to be the quarterback because I think he's been benched since his two game win streak there that he had. I think they have the tools to go head to head with Cincinnati. Cincinnati, though, that quarterback, oh my God, I was weighing back and forth, and it's like I just liked Minnesota. I think Cincinnati will probably end up winning, though. I'll say that. Well, that quarterback, you look at that quarterback, Tony DeVito.
So many rookies.
Oh my God, isn't there?
Yeah.
And let's see. I know we're talking weekly football, and the playoff picture isn't set.
Have a look here.
But my final four predictions. Oh, okay.
There you go.
He's playing a game, man. He is fun to watch. So Cincinnati, they could possibly make the playoffs. Let's see. Steve Pena says San Francisco, Detroit, Miami, and Jacksonville for his 4. Ooh, there's a combo.
No, here's a combo. Look at that.
Who's that?
Look at the people in the stands. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
This is you with one too many drinks, I think. Right there.
No, I don't do that. No, that's long back. Oh, that's before the misses and stuff. Even though I had a couple times there, as far as she could have kicked me out of the house.
So we never know what direction we're going.
What's coming up? Okay, next game is going to be Philadelphia or Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. I put Indianapolis. Because I think Pittsburgh they're not doing it. I think Indianapolis, they've got a strong team still.
They're pretty banged up though too, unfortunately.
I think both teams are. All the teams are banged up.
I'm gonna go with the you. Is it? Did you say Steelers? I'm sorry, I was kind of listening.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers and Indianapolis.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Steelers. Okay, you're gonna go Steelers. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, that's gonna be close. That'll probably be an incredibly entertaining game.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
Yeah, I picked. I was going to pick Pittsburgh. I said, you know what? I think the slight edge is going to be Indianapolis because they're going to be at home and they play pretty good at home. Next one is Denver, Detroit. I picked Denver because again, just like Minnesota, I like Denver this year. They're if they were going against San Francisco, that'd be the one time I'd probably pick a team over them.
Yeah,
and stuff. But I picked Denver.
And
Michael says
it has to be Detroit because that's one of the. I don't know if you know this. The two teams that I'm always in my heart rooting for. Number one, the Bills.
Yeah. Bills.
Josh Allen, I still think is the best quarterback around. Period. He's
one of the best. Yeah.
He's on the wrong team, if you ask me. But I think Detroit is due. I think they're due for a win.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be ready.
Yeah. You know, just the fact that I do like Russell Wilson. He's quarterback in Denver, and that'd be a good win if they win. But I think this is going to be a Detroit win also. But I'm still sticking with Denver as my pick.
Oh, I think Denver has a very good chance of winning.
Yeah. They've turned it around somewhat, not totally. You know, you look at Cincinnati; they were going south, and they because of Burrow's being knocked out. This quarterback, this third game, if they win it. Watch Cincinnati Bengals. They might go ahead and do it. Let's see. Next game.
I want to address something just for a second while we're here. Okay. So
what do you got?
If you watch the Cowboys,
okay,
there's 41 million viewers.
Oh yeah, that's why they call them America's team. They got the Nick. Yeah.
But if you watch Green Bay and the Lions, you've got 33 million.
It's the market.
Yeah. So this shocks me. The game on the bottom here, you would think would be at least 30 million. It's only 27.
Yeah.
Now, not to say 27 million, but that is a massive fluctuation.
Yeah.
And let's be honest here. Washington is not a big brand name.
That number right there. They want to see Dallas win. That's all Dallas right there. That number. Guaranteed.
They just generate money. Like nobody. Like they've got it down. It's wild how profitable that team is. We will never know how much they make just in merchandise. It's crazy.
Oh, that's why again they call it America's team, and I don't know if they have the exclusive rights to that because I've never heard any other NFL team say they're America's team. It just
well, but they are.
Well, the Cowboys they go back there in the back in the 60s and what I call my lifetime the glory days of NFL. Where it's always you were either a Dallas Cowboy or Green Bay Packer fan, and I didn't like either one of them. So I tried to say I'm a Giant fan, but I've gotten a couple fights when I was a kid because I was a Giant fan.
What is okay? So what's the next game? Let's
okay. Next game.
Moving forward, because you never know what we might be talking about toasters or something next.
Exactly. Next game, Chicago and Cleveland. I picked Cleveland. That's in Cleveland. And Cleveland's another team that's playing pretty decent ball as far as the Browns.
We're talking about the Browns, right?
Yes. Yeah, the Browns. Mm-hmm. They're scrappers, and I think
their 38-year-old quarterback.
Flack, what a story that is, huh? What a story! He's a Super Bowl champion, so why not?
New York had him.
I know.
And got rid of him.
God. Idiots. I liked him when he played at New York.
But it goes to show you if you're on the right team with the right management, you will see a different side of the same player. And he's throwing bombs and darts and he
still has it.
But they were thinking they'd put him in for 10 minutes.
Yep.
20 minutes. And it would go sideways. He'd embarrass himself.
Yep.
And he was so poised and ready. Even the first game, it wasn't until the end of the game he made a couple small mistakes. for someone who's not been on the field in a very long time at a high level intensity game.
Yeah.
So, and even this week they weren't sure if they were going to put him in, and now they're saying that he's going in because
do they have somebody else besides him though?
He's the fourth quarterback.
But do they have a fifth quarterback that's better than him?
Really.
He's got to go. He's the man. He's gonna he might keep Cleveland in the hunt for a wild card there.
Oh, I think so too.
So who are you gonna pick, Chicago or Cleveland?
It's got to be Cleveland because of this guy right here.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I
think he's got 5 kids.
Does he?
Yeah. They're all young. They're all young too.
He was great when when he was with Baltimore on their Super Bowl.
That was amazing.
It was amazing.
That team was really unstoppable.
Right.
But you got to remember too, the athletes were not the same then.
Right. Different. Oh yeah. That's like comparing. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you could take if you went 20 years back.
Right.
There's only a handful of guys that would be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Unless they did the conditioning.
Yeah. Let's face it, the old timers back in the 60s and 70s, they were still smoking, they were eating out, and
hot bellies.
They were in shape to a certain degree, but they can't compare. It's almost like they say the NBA. Even though Michael Jordan could probably hang with the people, but most of those basketball players back in the day, they couldn't hang today with the way the game is played. It's a different game as far as
I think
it goes from decade to decade.
I think Barry Sanders would be okay. I think Walter Payton would be okay.
They would be able to hold their own, but I think we have some. It's a different game too compared to if you look at it compared to back then. It's more. They're using the analytics to the max now, and it's just.
There's a lot of really smart people running football. Incredibly smart people.
Yeah. Okay. Next game is going to be Tampa Bay and Green Bay. And I got a feeling you're going to be taking Tampa Bay because I know that's your other team.
I have to. I support this guy. Right or wrong.
Michael, I want to tell you that's in Green Bay now. Green Bay, okay.
They were horrible last game.
Well, the Giants, they were able to take advantage of their disadvantage as far as that goes. And but Green Bay has not lost a game at home. So
I've never seen this so much in a game before. It was great. It's a great story.
What about Tony DeVito's agent, man? He looks like a hit guy from Godfather.
He looks like he should be in Sopranos.
Or Sopranos, the same.
Yeah, he dresses like the Sopranos. He could have been one of Tony's crew.
Well, if you go down to Little Italy in New York City,
that's common.
It's common. The people they're like that. It's just it's part of the scene. So you're gonna take your Tampa Bay Bucks with. I was thinking about Tampa Bay, but I think this is in Green Bay, and Green Bay they got to bounce back because I think Jordan
Love looked like an idiot. He did. I'm sorry. He was masterful the week before. He was mind-blowing. I think this looked like a different guy. I'm sorry.
Well, I think it was the Giants' defense. The Giants' defense did step up in that game, and it probably disrupted this game.
Are they better than I think they are? They must be.
They can be, but it's just like being a lifelong Giant fan. They've had those spurts, and if they win this game, it's just like the questions coming up. Who's going to be the first? The starting quarterback next season, DeVito or Jones? Jones, they got a lot of money invested in. Where DeVito, his salary came up from he was a backup for like maybe $20,000 a game, and it's probably more than 10 times that now, as far as that goes. Whatever they get for a game, but a great story there, especially with him and his parents. It's just that's the old Italian way. They live at home until they get married and stuff. The kids.
I love it.
And so
So we have Steven here saying, if you guys are still up in about 5 minutes, and I don't know when that was. That's just about 2 minutes ago, Mike. Yeah. So I left him the link here. If you want to come up and just even say hi, say hello to all the people around the world, and those who are into radios, owls, and coffee in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And coffee's good. So I was thinking about taking Tampa Bay, but just the fact that Green Bay, They're still the toughest team, home team and stuff. Okay, next one, you got Houston and Tennessee. And Tennessee, what a story it is with that quarterback on that game. I watched that, finishing that Monday night game where they won when they beat Miami. That was where what's going on there? What happened with Miami? Miami they imploded on that game.
No, they're hurt, buddy.
It obviously showed, yeah.
No, they're hurt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will Levis was on fire. That's the guy you're talking about.
Yep. Oh, especially towards the end. Oh my God.
Right. Derrick Henry was unbelievable. DeAndre Hopkins is playing like he's 10 years younger.
Yeah.
And they're rallying around the energy with Will Levis, and they were absolutely nasty to him. About
in the beginning,
a month ago.
Oh yeah.
But this is what's happened. All the quarterbacks are injured, which I predicted. I'm going to bring a clip up. I did it at my first show.
Yeah, I remember your first show.
I said intuitively I get all the major quarterbacks will be hurt.
I remember you saying that. Yeah. I can vouch for that. For definitely. I remember you saying, and I'm saying, well, it's just start of the season, but no, here we are. We're more than a little past halfway point, and they're all beat up. When you're still going to a third and a fourth quarterback, there's it's rough.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Like some of the quarterbacks. Sorry, and I'm not trying to be mean to New York.
No. Yeah.
That is the wonderful thing. If you think about Danny DeVito, he has, like, if he does nothing after this is one of the greatest stories in all time. What he did, he was scrambling and running.
Yeah.
He looked like Patrick Mahomes when he was running. I was like, he didn't get sacked like you did the first.
Well, there's a couple games when he was playing.
At the beginning.
At the beginning, he was getting sacked like 6 or 7, and I'm like, crazy. Is this guy going to survive?
He's going to be a bag of bones. The other guy that we argued about this year, and I was talking about
discuss. I don't like the word argue. Discuss.
Stefon Diggs in Buffalo. Stefon Diggs has not had a 100-yard game in a very long time.
I think he's just a marked man when he comes on the field because they always have him doubled because he can be dangerous.
Yeah,
they're trying to contain him. They know what type of game Buffalo can have if they let him loose.
Okay, so you pick Green Bay.
Yep,
I
picked Green Bay.
Tampa.
You picked Tampa Bay. Next game is Houston. Well, we're talking about Houston and Tennessee.
I think Houston's done.
With the quarterback there,
Tank Dell is out for the year, who was their wide receiver. Then they had Nico Collins, who's who's a mess, and then C.J. Stroud is on. I think he's still on concussion
protocol, which you got to skip. They skip a game, I think, and stuff like that. So that's another thing. That's another reason picking Tennessee.
He's been phenomenal, man. Unbelievable. So I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to have to go with Tennessee.
Okay.
And we're going to have to see if Will can do it again.
They're at home. We'll see. That's going to be an interesting game because I think it still could go either way.
Yes, and their players aren't hurt as bad.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry
that's true.
Is bruised.
That could be the edge. That could be the edge right there.
Tyrus Spears is pretty effective.
Yeah.
And DeAndre Hopkins I think he's due for maybe a 1,200-yard season or more, which is mind-blowing. There's all these senior citizens that are doing phenomenal in the league.
I resent it. I'm one of those senior citizens.
Well, no, but if you're over 30, like even in the huddle and that, they call you old man.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're playing with kids that are 22 to 24 years old.
Yeah.
And the Titans have a very young team. I don't know if you know that. So it took them a while to gel. So, I'm going to take them.
Okay.
Now, if CJ came back, there might be a chance, but he's missing all the weapons.
No, he's missing the weapons. So that's it. Plus the home field advantage comes into play. Next game, this is going to be a big one. The classic New York Jets down there at the Miami Dolphins, and I picked the Jets.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins, okay. Let's see if they can rebound. I don't know. The Jets.
Now, we should talk about this for a minute because this is a big story. You know it, and I know it. Like, the Jets are idiots. Let's.
Well, the management, that's why for the number of years I've only became a Jet fan, reacquainted as a Jet fan in the last 2 years, Michael. Yeah. For the longest time,
Zach has gone through hell.
Yeah, and they've done that. That's the history with the Jets management and stuff like that. I love the coach. I think there was talk about getting rid of the coach there, and the coach is probably the best coach they've had in years.
That's not going to happen. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Aaron Rodgers is running the show.
I think he has an influence. I don't think he's running. I think he has a direct influence. No, I think he has a direct influence because I think he's being. I think he's a lot respected on the Jets than he was on Green Bay towards the end of the season. I think
if Aaron said, "Look, I need my mentor with me, Rich Roberts. I need him here tomorrow. You got to fly him in."
I wish.
He has a mascot owl and some radios. Yeah. I bought him a new one. I'm ready. He's going to tune me up and get me ready for the game.
Yeah, but Zach has taken a lot of hits because he's a good quarterback. I still think he's a good quarterback, and it just that when a team is junky and implodes, they always blame the most. And Aaron Rodgers took a lot of hits on that with when he was with Green Bay. Zach, I think, is a great quarterback, and I think he's become a better quarterback, I think, with Aaron Rodgers here because they go and they do those side looks. When I talk about the sideline looks and stuff like that, that tells you something about the game. When he's there and he's mic'd up and he's talking and he's got Zach and he's pointing his elbow and says, "Hey, you see that?" I like seeing that. That's just like back in the day when Mahomes first came on. I'd say Mahomes is going to be a great player because Andy Reid, this is right in the middle of the game. You figure the coach has got to be up there on the side. Andy Reid, a number of times when Mahomes was first starting, he would sit on the bench with him and talk to him. Yeah. That is gold for a player. That gives him confidence. That gives him that makes him a leader. And Mahomes is a leader still, despite his little crybaby of shit that he did this past weekend, but he's still a good player, great player and stuff. And it's a life lesson I think he learned as far as this past weekend.
The Jets went sideways after 4 plays,
right,
with Rodgers, and poor Zach was never intended.
I don't think. Yeah, he wasn't prepared. He wasn't. I think
they were hoping after a year or two of seasoning and tutelage from Rodgers. He'd be ready to go in every 5th game.
Right.
To give Rodgers a break.
Right.
The other thing is there's speculation that Rodgers really didn't have a full tear. He had a partial tear.
I know. I remember you've talked about that on Tony's broadcast too. And I'm almost thinking, looking back, is like, God, it didn't seem like it was that bad of a, even back when it happened. I'm thinking, really? That didn't seem like. I've seen quarterbacks taking bigger hits and, and they had a little boo-boo and stuff like that.
But this year, considering all the protection that the quarterbacks have, there's been so many injuries. It's been mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Oh, he also opens jars.
Yeah, we gotta move on this list here because that means dinner's getting ready here. So that's the misses.
Yeah. Can I tell you a little secret with the jar thing?
What's that?
You get a knife and you go where the seam is and just pop the seam towards you a little bit and the arrow will come out and you just go, no problem.
Yeah. I always like using that, the plastic, the rubber thing that goes over. That's another good thing.
But then you'll look like Will Levis and you'll blow a vein in your head. Did you see how insane he was? He was crazy.
He was monstrous. I mean, he had the vein going there and stuff. Oh my God,
he was certified for a few minutes. Okay.
Next game. Imagine if you could bottle that excitement, though. Oh my God, you'd be a millionaire. Okay, next game. Let's go down the list here. You're taking Miami, Kansas City at New England. I took Kansas City. I think that's a no-brainer. Even though New England looks like it may be coming back a little bit. They had a good game. They've been playing a little bit better, but I still don't think. I think Kansas
City has to win.
Oh God, they're going to be so mad. They're going to just probably wipe the field of.
Let's go with Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay. Next game, New York Giants at New Orleans. Of course, I'm in New York, so I picked the New York Giants. So I'm on there with the Vito.
Um. Hmm.
And this is in New Orleans. The thing is, this is another game that New Orleans will probably end up winning it because it's the Giants. But I'm still going to be faithful to the Giants.
So who's the starting quarterback? I wonder.
For New Orleans, I have no idea. No idea.
We're talking the Saints, right? Derek Carr.
Yes. Yep. Is he back?
I hope so.
Yeah.
No video feed. He's trying to get up.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Oh, there he is. I kind of see him. There he is. Hello, sir. Outside.
Hi.
How are you?
How's it going?
Hey,
Been a while.
Hey. Hello. How are you?
You're on your laptop, I think. Outside.
Yes, I am.
We're glad to see you. You look like a football player today. Can you hear us?
I don't know if he can.
I don't think he can hear us.
He's got the Bears cap on.
Can you hear us, buddy?
I like the palm tree.
I can hear you.
Okay. There might be a little bit of a delay.
Is there a delay? Wait, I remember this with Haps.
Oh, there is.
Drive me crazy.
Yeah, it might be because of the internet signal.
Okay.
We can hear you perfectly. We can hear you perfectly, by the way.
I can hear you too now.
You
just can't hear us.
That smiling face. That smiling face.
No, I can hear you.
What happened? Where'd you go?
I had the other window open with the YouTube that I was watching.
Oh, yeah. You got to get rid of it.
Yeah, so I...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to mute that. That's
yeah, it's gone.
It's a web-based. Same thing as Haps.
So, who are you currently cheering for? Like, what are the two teams that you want maybe to have a chance to be in the Super Bowl? Who would that be?
Probably the 49ers and the Dolphins, I'd say.
Do you the Dolphins possible. Look like they were really hurt last week, or they fell asleep, Yeah. Like, did they need Tyreek Hill that bad? Like, are they just not the same without him?
I mean, apparently. I mean, don't they still have a great running game though, right?
Oh, phenomenal. Yeah. But yeah. And like Achan was limping.
Yeah.
And Mostert looked like he was hobbling too, but they're still fast, even when they're limping.
Yeah. I mean, one thing we've learned from this season, you never know because San Francisco had a 3-game skid, and I mean
that was weird,
phenomenal.
That was weird, and that was because they missed a couple of key players.
Exactly. I mean, you never know. So,
yeah.
I think Miami was just having an off week last week, and
Hey, Michael.
Yes, you gotta go.
Well, no. Let's rapidly go through this list. So
we're gonna rapidly go through. We'll get Pena to do 5 cents too. Go ahead.
Okay, because I'm down to less than 5 minutes here and stuff. Okay, Giants in New Orleans.
Saints.
Okay. Next one is Atlanta, Carolina.
Oh, Atlanta.
Okay. Next one is Washington and Rams.
Ooh, Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
San Francisco, Arizona. I think that's it.
That's pretty easy. 49ers.
You don't think Arizona could win that?
I think I could maybe find gold in a bucket in my backyard too. Go ahead.
This is the big game, I think. Dallas and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Ooh, yeah.
That's going to be a good game. That's one of the games. And then the Sunday night game, Baltimore, Jacksonville. Baltimore. Okay. Monday night game, Philly at Seattle.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's Philly. Do you think Philly's still beat up? Or
Philly's got all kinds of problems, like Haps.
Yeah.
Philly.
Okay, Philly. Okay, so we got them picks there and stuff like that, but it'll be interesting and stuff. So,
you think my team might be able to be a spoiler tonight?
Who's that? Oh, who's
My
playing?
team, the Raiders. Raiders and Chargers tonight.
Well, I'm picking the Chargers, Steve. It's just I don't know because Las
I don't blame
Vegas.
you.
It's just like I had some faith on them in the beginning of the season, but they're not doing it.
They have to win tonight. They
have to win. They can. I think
Chargers
they can win
is
it.
dead. They're done.
Chargers are beat up too, so
But they're done. They're done for the year.
The Chargers.
But oh my God, dude! Did you watch that Snorefest 3-0?
That was awful.
God, that was a horrible
That's a
game.
football classic if you look at it, though. You know.
It is.
It's great
really
in
is,
baseball.
yeah.
They
How
call
long
it a
do we have?
no-hitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
It
so
was a
dinner's
no-hitter.
ready in 5 minutes. Okay.
You can go,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
we're good.
We got
Go.
dinner on the table.
Keep
so-
her happy.
Anymore.
Keep her
Yeah.
happy.
No.
No,
I'm just
I'm
the
gonna
whole
talk to
purpose.
Bennett.
The whole purpose is getting your picks, and that's the important thing, Michael. So we got
Yeah.
that accomplished. I appreciate you having me up here on the broadcast as always, Michael.
I appreciate you.
And Pena, it's great seeing your sorry ass up here, man. You need to start broadcasting. Like we got
Miss you, man.
we got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you, man. So don't be a stranger, okay? And
All right, absolutely.
and
I'll
you
be
guys
on
all take
tomorrow.
care and have a great Thursday. Enjoy the game tonight,
Yes.
okay?
Thank your wife
Go Raiders.
for her
Okay,
patience.
take care, guys. Ciao
Bye.
for now.
All right, see you, Rich.
Okay,
Bye.
he's gone. All right, just you and me now, man. Like old times.
Hey, it's just
Are you
the
running
two
for
of
the
us.
bus today?
No, not
Remember
running for the
those?
bus.
I
Yeah.
remember one time you're like,
Yeah.
I missed it again. Oh!
Yeah. The good old days.
You are completely in the
Something
dark right now.
Oh, I know. I gotta turn towards the
Right
sunlight.
there.
Is what it is. There we go.
Can you go?
Yeah.
Can you go on the table in just the other direction, exactly like you did, but face where you are. Put your ass on the bumper.
Oh.
That might work, and then you don't have
Yeah.
to stand. Try the bumper. Here we go.
Um,
Back up to the
Here we
bumper. Oh yeah. All right.
like this. Boom.
Boom. Are you still living in the house with the tree?
Yes.
I love
Yes,
it.
I am.
I love it. We have to broadcast from there sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
For sure. That used to be my
so
backdrop.
Tony
Mm.
does the Bell Kings football. Sounds like you know a
Mhm.
little bit about football. We would love to have you
Yeah.
on a Saturday. It's Sundays. Sorry, Sundays at 11. 10:30, 11.
All right. I'm gonna be able to swing
We
that.
would
Yeah.
we would love to have you there.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with you guys.
What-
Talk football. Love it.
So
I was actually surprised that you were into football. I was like, wow.
yeah, I've
cool.
always been into sports, but when I was doing the stuff on Haps, I was trying to be one dimensional. No, well, that's a lie.
Yeah.
I was doing music and spiritual. So now it's football, spiritual, and some music,
And once in a while, referee. Once in a while.
and sometimes referee. Yeah, that hasn't happened as much lately. It's been pretty calm.
Well, yeah, this isn't that kind of community.
No.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like you.
So where
Yeah.
can we find you? Like if we wanted to find you, say on Insta, because right now we're on Instagram, we're on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, we're on Twitch,
Mhm.
we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitter. So if someone wanted to connect with you, and are you currently married, single?
I currently have a
Good.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Not married.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
How's that going?
it. Good. She's a good girl.
Oh, good. Because for
so-
a while there,
yeah,
I think you were having problems in the love life. And it was.
Yeah, I was chasing the wrong girl, and
Yeah.
you know, it happens. And
What do you miss
One-
most
one
about our
family.
old platforms? So for those who don't know who our friend is here, he was the king of broadcasting late at night. Sometimes he would have a little snore fest and wake back up and continue. Played the best music. You really did. I loved your stats. And they were all music that you personally loved. I remember you did a broadcast one time when I first met you, and you were cooking, and you had your broadcast on, and I think you just got back from work, and used to work really late hours. Are you still?
Yeah.
Are you still the waiter?
no, I'm not. I'm not at that place anymore. Right now, I'm actually unemployed at the moment. But yeah.
Now
Yeah.
was that through family?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I always thought.
No. My family sold their restaurant in 2017.
Okay, but so you came from a family that
that owned a restaurant.
So
yeah.
what do you think? And now that we're talking about food, what do you think about Tony DeVito from New York? That story, the quarterback, where he's they were now winning, and it's all Italian pride. And did you not see the game on Monday?
No, I missed that.
Oh my
No,
God, you got to
it.
look him up.
Yeah.
He's a 4-string quarterback who's won 3 games straight. Everybody in New York loves him. And yeah, it's one of those stories.
For the Jets, right?
No, not the Jets. Giants.
Oh, okay.
Giants.
Oh wow.
New York Giants.
Kind of funny that this kind of parallels the story with that guy with the Jets, right? Wasn't there a movie that they made about him? Some guy like a walk-on.
Oh, okay.
Like some feel good story.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it happened before in the Jets. That's why I asked. I was like, that's funny. The same team again, but.
Well, here's what kills me right now about New York is last week Buffalo won, the Giants won, and the Jets won. The same week.
Yeah.
Like if you could have bet on that, you would have made a few bucks.
Oh yeah, that parlay would have been played nicely, I'm sure. Absolutely.
Now, have you thought, you know that you can use this app on your phone, and you can be on Twitter, you can be on, I don't know how easy, no, you can't be on Instagram, but we are on Instagram, and it was a pain in the, to get it to work, but you can easily be on YouTube and Twitter, or if you like Facebook better, and it's free. And you can bring up 6 guests, so it's kind of like having your own Haps. And all the problems that Haps had with where, you couldn't share a screen. Like, I was so excited to see Rodgers play. And he ended up lasting 4 plays.
I know. That was, shoot, my gosh.
And I bought so heavy into that story. It was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. A friend of mine who lives in New Jersey, huge Aaron Rodgers fan. She's in love with him, and she must have been ecstatic when he came to the Jets. And just for it to end this way was, oh man,
he's
really
such a bright guy. He's well spoken. I hope things go well with him. I love this. I love this photo here. How they've meshed everybody. Anthony Richardson was probably my favorite player this year until he got hurt. And then Will Levis, the guy to the right here, was literally out of his mind on Monday. Like, he was crazy. They won. And CJ Stroud has taken over the league as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And then Bryce Young is just, I think, this is what happens when you're first picked. You end up on the worst team. And it's a miracle he is not a bag of bones. Yeah. So I'm gonna head. We're on an hour here. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah. Let's get together more often. Yeah. Okay. And
absolutely
keep that stream key if you can. Or I'll email it to you. But I would love like once a week. Come on up. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, man, I'd love to.
All right.
That's great. I miss you, Mike.
Take care.
Nice talking to you, but thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. Right. Thank you so much.